Hey y'all. Hey everybody. Y'all come on in tonight. Trying to decide on which set of glasses I'm gonna wear. Hey Shonda. Hey boo. How was your day? I'm trying to make sure the light good in here. I try not to have it so dark. Can you see me good, Shonda? Hey Candy Girl. Hey Mark St. Patrick. Hey Miss Myra. It was okay. It's almost Friday, y'all. It's Friday Eve. Is it too dark, y'all? If the light like that, can y'all see me good? Let me know if it's too dark. Hey Ginger. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, thank you. I got my scarf on, so I put on my hat. This is my daddy hat. When you got these braids, you gotta keep this stuff tied down or it'll be looking frizzy. I went walking today. Jewel, hey, what's going on? How was your day today? Yo, yo, what's going on? Thank you, baby. Thank you. Hey, retired teacher, how are you? Hey, Lisa, how are you? Hello, hello. How was you guys' day? Hey, Auntie Devetta, how are you? Hey, Terry, how are you? How was today, y'all? How was work, everybody? Or whatever it was today. I shouldn't assume. How was your day thus far? Good. Good. My parents doing good, Candy Girl. Thank you for asking. They doing well. Good, Auntie. Good. Good. I'm glad everybody was had a good day. It's almost Friday, y'all. Y'all come on in. Y'all hit the like button. I'm gonna talk about red flags, y'all, tonight. So many red flags, and we just ignore them. Hey, Beans Mom, what's going on? I know, right? I'm waiting on my retirement. I probably got about another 15 years, 20. Shoot. I could up my money, though. Hey, Miss Terry, how are you? A blessed day thus far. Thanks for asking. Absolutely. I pray that you had, yes, ma'am. My day was good. I live to see another day. So it's almost Friday, so you know it's good. Well, it's 8:32, you guys, and I just want everybody to come on in, hit the like button, and hey, Flower 61. I'm gonna talk about red flags, and when I say red flags, I'm talking about when we are introducing ourselves to new people and getting into meeting people with new relationships, and I'm talking about work relationships, um, and even when you're on a dating scene and you we have these red flags. Do you stop? Do you address them? Do you continue? Ready for the weekend? I know that's right. Need a break? I know that's right. Oh, she's saying hello to Yo Yo. Do you guys stop? And I'm gonna ask you this because um when when creating new relationships, we we listen to what people say and they'll introduce themselves and you getting to know each other and all that good stuff. And absolutely, Auntie, I say address them too. But the thing that gets me is that behooves me, like people say. They act like they so into you. Sorry, my nose ring be bothering me, you guys. They act like they so into you, and then they'll be like, "Yo, I desire you," or they want to vibe with you, But then you start seeing strange things. And if it's a female to female or male to male aspects, if there's a friendship, they start doing things that may cause you to think they're jealous or envious of you. Or if it's a companionship, it may make you think of things that just cause you to think that, are they really into you? Is it something are they really attracted to you, or they're no longer giving you that quality time? Or, things that's causing you to have red flags. Now, this goes back to this. I'm speaking from a woman's perspective. If I'm dating and I'm introducing me and this guy's on the scene, we dating, and he's telling me that he's into me. He wants to take me out. In the beginning, that first 30 days is real hot and intense. Then I start seeing things that I haven't seen before. At that point, I'm gonna be honest, I'm falling back. Because I'm at an age now, but I have no more time to waste. I already know where I want to go. And I say that to my kids, you got plenty of time. But if I am at a position where I know where I want to head, I'm not dibbing and dabbing. I already know where I want to go. I already know my destination. So if you are at a place where you feel like you want to address them because that's something you desire, cool. But I'm at a place that if I'm meeting and I'm introducing myself and I'm with a guy in the first 30 days, it's frisky and we're doing good. But within the next month, I see strange things. That's a huge stop sign for me. And I am going to probably fall back because it's too soon for me. It's way too soon. Even when it comes to making friends, I feel like when you meeting people, if they show you who they really are, believe them. We need to stop making excuses for people. We need to stop making excuses when people mistreat us. We need to stop making excuses when people showing us who we are. We need to stop making it okay. It's not okay to pretend like you okay. It's not okay to have your feelings hurt, you guys. We need to start standing on that we matter. And I think it's okay to say that you're not okay. And that's something that I wanted to pass on to somebody. I felt like somebody needed to hear it. So many times we ought to sacrifice ourselves for the sake of others. And today, we done had enough of that. Time out with that. As of today, I want you to say, I matter. Peace out. No more sacrificing you for the sake of anyone. If you uncomfortable, if you see those red flags, and it is to the fact where you are constantly sacrificing your peace, you're losing yourself, you need to fall back. Especially when it's something that you're depositing more than what you're able to withdraw. If that makes sense. You're investing more than what you're able to get from that. It's like stock. You're not profiting anything. And I just think sometimes we get lost up in the hype of saying that a piece of man is better than having a man at all. And I want to say, Betty was totally wrong. No, ma'am. You matter. And I just wanted to say that. And I know it's a quick zip. And a lot of people may not agree with me, but I want to say that you matter. For real, for real. And mental health is so real that a lot of people are suffering behind sacrificing themselves for the sake of others. And I wanted to go into a spinoff of it last night because when you're loving someone and the sex isn't good, at that point, you're pretending. And that's a flag. Communicating. You should be communicating. If you love them, you're communicating. You upfront with them. What are you pretending for? Why are you lying? Why wouldn't you want them to know? Yes, Auntie. And I'm sorry I'm not reading the comments, but you guys kind of feel what I'm saying? We got to stop sacrificing ourselves, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Or we're going to be lost. Um, Depression real, y'all. And there's so many people that feel like they're being a bully or following the leader or following this folks to hell. It's cool. And I ain't with it. I'd rather walk a lane by my damn self than follow a crowd to nowhere. I'm okay with standing out. I'm okay with waiting on what's mine. I'm okay with dating a lame in a group. Because I can take a lame that has a lot of ideas and help him build himself up, then get that popular person that everybody wants that ain't driven at all. You get what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all think. Give me some feedback on what y'all thoughts. I done did enough talking. I'm gonna talk for about 10 minutes. Miss Jennifer, everybody giving shout outs. Hey y'all, hey good times. How are you? I like how you guys give each other shout outs. Hey everybody. I'm talking about red flags tonight. How we sacrifice ourselves for others. And I felt like a lot of that, you get lost in the sauce. And I feel like we need to stop sacrificing ourselves for others. Make sure that you matter. Make sure somebody hear you. Make sure somebody know that you matter. Make sure you are heard. Make sure that somebody caring for you. Otherwise, you know what I'm saying? It's a lost cause, you guys. Hey, Miss Jennifer Thomas. How you doing? Hey, Ginger. Good times. Flower 61. Hey, everybody. Hey, Miss Carolyn. Hey, Miss Wanda Clayton. Hey, Auntie. I spoke to Miss Auntie already. Lady Ace, what's going on? Hey, everybody. Welcome. Come on in and hit that like button. Y'all know we hold the cards. We're very powerful aspects. We're a very powerful species. We trendsetters. Absolutely, Jennifer, we are. I get what you're saying. Definitely. We're trendsetters, you guys. Think back to way back in the day. I'm gonna tell y'all to think about this. Thank you, Lady Ace. My grandma used to say, chitlins, they used to give us leftovers. So you think about the hog. They gave the slaves like the head, the pig feet, the tail, the intestines to the leftovers, but they kept the good part of the hog. And chitlins was like the intestines until we created chitlins. We cleaned them and we made it something that most people enjoy to eat. And then when you go to the restaurants, if people realize you go to a soul food restaurants, chitlins are a delicacy in some states where they're almost extinct, where you're paying like high prices for an order of chitlins. But back in the day, they were a bowl of shit to most people. We created that dish. We are people, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm trying to say here? But then it became a delicacy once they knew what we created. So how you got to know what you are. You got to know what you can create. But we'll throw it away. We become a lost. We just become lost in the sauce with things. And that's what I'm saying when it comes to red flags. We have gotten to the point where we don't know how valuable we are, how valuable people we are. And I just want us to know that we matter. We are such a smart species. Definitely, you guys, we need to continue to encourage each other. Our style and how we trend and how we fashion and everything. People used to talk about our big lips. Now people having surgeries to have these lips. People want big butts, and we naturally born with them things. Seriously, you guys, think about it. You definitely deserve the best of the best. So stop thinking that you should be you in the gutter. Why are you settling? When they buying things to look like you. Absolutely, good times. You have to know your worth, you guys. It's just so much stuff out there. We have so many red flags, but we the first ones and we'll tear each other down. Think about it. We are we constantly we are the ones that are publicly humiliate each other out loud. Seriously. We'll talk about our family men. We won't even let our brothers come live with us, I guess, because we think they're gonna take something from us. We won't support each other. We won't support our Black businesses like we should, because we're scared they're gonna make more money than us. It's just so much that we can just insinuate on. But I just want us, it starts with you. It starts with us. It starts with me. The little things count. Build each other up. Pray for those that are lost. And that's why I say you stop. When you see them red flags and this guy's like, I desire to be with you. And he act like he's so into you. At that point, you just say, you know what, I'm finna fall back. Because if you really do, it's okay to say no. Make him chase you. Make him know your worth. Because if he really was into you, then guess what? It's going to be him that you wake up to a text message. You wake up and he's going to be at your job with a bouquet of flowers. Just because. We make it too easy. We make it too easy. We really do. Hey, Miss Lily. Hey, Sierra King. We just got to do more, you guys. And I just think we as women, we are the monarchies of all families. We're the front face of everything. When it comes to the household, we set the standard. We are the trendsetters. We are the spine to our men. We are encouraging them. I know it doesn't sound like, but they look to us for support. They do. We need to build them up as well. We are the glue. We women, we hold a lot of glue. We hold a lot of cards. But we got to know what we are too. We are very powerful people. And I think that's why God created us as he did, because we are supposed to be nourishing creatures, not to be. We're not supposed to tear. We're very intelligent people. And we're very emotional creatures. But to see us tear each other down, and we're able to attack one another so swiftly. And it's ridiculous. And I come on here because instead of us being in unity, we are the first to divide. Women are the first to divide. We are the first to be catty on jobs. It's hard to work with women. It's hard to be in a group of women. It's hard to be in an organization of women. It's hard to be a church choir. Anything with a bunch of women is difficult. You guys know it. It's a task when it becomes a lot of us in one place. Ginger C, self-care is very important to me now. I don't have time for red flags. You have my lessons from my young. Absolutely. And that's why I can say this. That's why when I am in a situation, I try to always encourage. You know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, I would have an attitude and I'd be the first one to snap off and say something smart. So now when I'm in a situation, I try to always think of what can I do to make this a more positive aspect? What can I do to make this better? What can I do to make it more encouraging? Because when you know better, you try to do better. This goes back to what I talked about night before last. When you know better, you actually try to do better. So I know better now. So what can I do to sprinkle a little seasoning on this to make this a better situation? Jewel, yes, Dimples, women are hard to forgive. I have really no women friends. Me too. Miss Jewel, I can count on one hand how many women friends I have. Because we are so difficult. And I don't know why. And I'm a woman. I can count on one hand how many friends I have. But I have a family full of women. But I can count on one hand how many women friends I have. Think about it, you guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. We have a list of what we want. We have high standards. We have everything that we want to put into play. But it got to start with us. Talk to me. Y'all talk to me. Let me know. I'm 56 years old. I learned the hard way. I'm 43 and I'm still learning. Still learning, Miss Jewel. I have learned to be more humble. I have learned to be a peacekeeper. I have learned to pray continuously every day. I have learned that you have to put God first in everything you do. Lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him. Life can be so hard. Do not go out here and think that you got it figured out, because guess what? You don't. I do not try to walk around and act like I know the answers to everything, because I do not. I try to be humble, and I try to be understanding to those that are in need, because I know that life can change at any moment. I try to be grateful for what it is that I have, because I know just like I got it, I can lose it. I try not to treat people the way they treat me, even though they have wronged me. I try to be good to those that are, even though they spiteful. I try to pray for them, because evidently it's something that I know that my lightning shine on them some kind of way. You know, people just dislike you just because of who you are, and you ain't really did nothing to them. But they don't know how to love through their pain. So it's something that they must be going through. That's them red flags I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? We relocated. Sorry, Beans Mom. We relocated 5 years ago. My daughter said, "Mom, you need more friends." I'm good. I have the same friends from 30 plus years. They are solid. If I call, they're coming. No questions asked. Absolutely. And you do get in your circle. And that's what I'm saying. It gets to the point where you don't trust them, because they become envious, and you just don't know. And then you tired of your peace being broken. And it just, back in the day, y'all, back in the 80s, we used to do everything at church. And I grew up with women like around my grandmother and my aunts. Women were so in unison. It was like the women of the church were always in unison. I'm just wondering, like, the church was like the storehouse, and you walk down the street and everybody in the community was like loving each other, and cookouts was on every corner, and grandmothers was coming together, and families were families. And I'm just trying to figure out where we went wrong, and I'm just wondering about them red flags, and I'm just praying about what's the difference, relationships and love. And I'm just wondering, do you kind of fall back? And I know I do fall back, because I can't allow someone to continue to disturb my peace, because mentally that causes mental distress to me. Then it causes ruckus in my life. Yes, Dimples, we have a love shortage. It's sad. Absolutely, Julie. And that's what I'm saying. It causes so much depression. Listen to me, you guys. I say this all the time. When you're mentally going through something, you can't heal. Your body doesn't heal physically. When you're depressed, your body doesn't heal physically. Have you ever noticed a person that's maybe mentally going through something? If their body's physically afflicted, they can't seem to heal as fast as they should. Yes, I grew up in the church too, right, Miss Auntie Devel? I'm just telling you, it's different. Like my kids, my daughters, they don't have the childhood I had. And it's sad. It's really sad. I can talk about things, and even when it comes to family, it's distant. It's really distant. It starts with changing our mindsets. For instance, we often say what you just said about women being the division, and tearing each other down. And because that's how we think, we look for those absolutely good times. So that's the thing. At what point? Okay, let me say this. You remember back in the day when they had like groups like 4-H Club, um, F, FHA, groups in the school system that taught you how to be like future homemakers of America. That was things in a community that kept you on active that are no longer existing. You think things like that kind of helped the community some? Like now there's nothing in the school systems where I live no more that keep the youth more active and more engaged. Like now they go to school, they do their academics and that what PE class, they go home and they're on the video games. I work for mental health and I have learned to protect my mental health by all means necessary. Absolutely, Beans man. Absolutely, I get it. And it's bad when you kind of you have to cut yourself at that place where you don't even want to help your neighbor no more. And the Bible tells us, love thy neighbor. You know? So it's like, how can you be a willing servant of God when you're afraid to be a servant of God? How can you do the acts of God, of the will of God, when you're restricted because of how the world has become? You get what I'm saying? Family is so distant now, not doing things together anymore. One family think they are better. So, Auntie, that's what so broke. And that's what I say. People, if you read the Bible, everything in the Bible was done in unison. The world is everything. People they think that everything's supposed to be broken. I don't listen, I hate to see people divided. And if people that know me, if you meet people always talk about I'm the peacekeeper because I'm the one I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna try to get you back together. I'm the one that I can argue with you today and I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and I'm gonna come hug and kiss you. I can't hold a grudge, especially if I fuck with you, if I love you like that. If you're close to me, even when it's something hurtful, it may take me some time, but my heart is still big enough to where I can still make the first initiative step to say, you know what, life too short. Let's put this behind us. And that's just how God created me. And people always say that about me, but I can't. And I'm not. I will never stand before God and he look at me and say, you remember that time you held that grudge? And I'm that ain't gonna be on me. That ain't gonna be one thing that he gonna say was on mine. I can't hold a grudge. I'm too tenderhearted for that. But I'm not gonna be made a fool of either. I will wash my hands of a situation and I'll say, Lord, I done did all I can do. I can no longer deal with this. I'm giving it to you. And that's what I mean when I say I'll fall back. But I will give a person the benefit of the doubt once, twice, maybe 3 times on some real stuff. The church mothers used to be able to check you with no questions asked. Now these parents don't want you to say anything to these kids. So that's true. They friends though, Beans moms. That comes from something else though. These parents trying to be friends with their kids. So that's a whole nother, that's what I was talking about. These when you had these outreach communities like 4-H clubs were teaching you teaching these young mothers, we need to have some more community outreach programs in the community that help. Like there aren't any that out. These resources are gone. We had these things coming up when your mother may have been at work, but you still had another resource. There were women that were willing to say, hey, baby, let me, help you along the way. Because even though, don't get me wrong, there were single mothers back then. So it was still another woman that cared enough for you that would show you to teach you something. So now people are closing their doors to that. People closing their doors to helping the next person. That's what I was talking about when you love thy neighbor. No one is doing that anymore. No one is doing that anymore. You used to can go to church, and if you didn't have certain things, the church would be the first place that you can get things from. Not no more. You not no more. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just saying. Hey Daryl, what's going on? Daryl, don't do that. It just you gotta keep it positive at some point. Think about it, Daryl. Think about what we talking about. You don't want to continue to be at some point. You just be looking at people like they really be lost, man. You seeing family against each other, man. That's crazy. When did we get here, man? Come on, Daryl. Brothers against brothers, and nah, and we okay with it. Nah, we got to do better. I know it. So you want my channel to be full of drama? So it's full of fire. I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna be full of fire. Listen, this channel will be on fire. It was full of drama. Listen, Daryl, I'm gonna be full of fire anyway because you know who I belong to. Think about it. Think about it. Now, when I'm talking about sex and stuff like that, you trying to tell me that I'm more popular then than what I'm talking about tonight. We just taking a moment and just capping on some things. You ain't gotta always be so driven in the butthole. Think about it, Earl. At some moments when you laying in that bed by yourself, you don't think about these moments. When you done got your piece and you know you done did something wrong, you don't have a moment that you have a recollection of with them red flags. That's all. I just had a moment when you got to think on it. And I know drama sells, but I got to keep it real at some point. I'm just saying, Daryl. But I get what you're saying. If you need the drama, boo, I'm sorry. That ain't where it is tonight for us. I'm sorry, Daryl. My bad. I'm just sorry, Daryl. But tonight is just a red flag. I wanted to just us recollect on those red flags. At 43, I'm just saying we should be building each other up. I'm about drama out. Sometimes I just want some love in my life. I want him to hold me continuously, drama free. When I roll over, I want to be in a solid man's arms. And I know that I'm going to be taken care of. Sometimes you can't keep sacrificing you, Daryl. Period. I'm just saying. Hey, Chrissy, what's going on? What's going on? Tomorrow's Freaky Friday, Daryl. You might want to check us out there. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Sometimes when you roll over, you want somebody solid with you, man. We just talking about how it just hit him and quit him now. Ain't nothing solid no more, man. It's just case. I don't know. We just talking about these red flags, girl. Would you happen to have any red flags, girl? Would you like to share with us tonight? Have you had any red flags in your life? No, not the blue ones, the red ones. The red ones, Daryl. Not blue, but red. What happened to the red ones? They turned blue? Yeah, I know it. But you guys, I didn't want to just jump on you guys tonight and you know it's Daryl. Daryl kind of keep the motion in the ocean. But tonight we was talking about the red flags. Being in those relationships where you can get encounters in the first 30 to 60 days and you continue. Do you continue to pursue this person when you see a red flag? That's kind of where we were at with that. And we kind of got to talking about the goodness and all that things. But the foundation is you need to know you matter. When you chopping it up with somebody, you need to know you matter. No matter what it is, know how important you are. Know how important you are to these individuals. Otherwise, you're going to continue to sacrifice yourself. You don't want to be 50, 60 years old and you still on a dating scene. Yeah, I know, Auntie. Daryl know I'm be fooling with him. Daryl, you know he like the I don't know what I done did right here. Daryl know I be coming at him hard, but yeah, he'll be okay. But we were just chopping it up about those red flags, you guys. Um, but just know in the aspects of anytime you meet the encounter with anybody, whether it's a friend, a I'm just waiting for my handicap sign. Don't do that, Daryl. Um, just know that you matter. Period. Um, have good intentions. Know your worth. Don't pretend. Always be truthful. Always know that whatever you set it up to be, follow through with the same thing. I know a lot of people that go into relationships, they try to make it look like that there's something in the beginning and they end up having to pay for it later in the end. And that's how I think the world has it to play out sometimes. Just be who you naturally are. Um, and just love each other. Love each other. I think sometimes being in a relationship, you gotta always feel like you gotta paint a picture for a person because that's how the world makes it. You know, me personally, I'm gonna be Kim. I'm that person where I feel like you can tell me anything. We can talk about it. We can work through it all. You know what I'm saying? Through your ups and your downs. We should be able to communicate it. And if you let me know about it, if it's something bad, we can talk about it. And most likely, if I hear from you first, 9 times out of 10, we can work through it. I would always like to know what's going on first from you than from somebody else. Daryl, I'm trying to park in front of everything. I know it. You just want easy access. I figured that, Daryl. You like easy access. Talk about it, Auntie. But you guys, tomorrow is Friday. And that's Freaky Friday. So you guys get ready for that. Um, tomorrow we're talking. Yeah, Daryl, just be here tomorrow. Tomorrow's Freaky Friday. I'm coming on tomorrow at 8 tomorrow. You know what? Maybe not because I'm trying to come from a different scene tomorrow because it may be 9. It depends on if I can come on my phone. I'm trying to see if I can do it from my phone aspect, but if not, I have to do from my laptop. I'll be coming from the Rumble in Rocks in Roxborough from be a different scene. So I'm trying to make sure I can have my laptop. So it may be around 9 o'clock before I come on tomorrow. But it'll be the aspects of the Rumble in Rocks is something that's going on here in Roxborough. He won't. He won't show up tomorrow. There you go. Yeah, he will. He'll be out here tomorrow just because. Um, but I hope everybody have a good day tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. Well, that's not gonna help me in my ED. Uh-huh. You say it. Never mind. Tomorrow's Freaky Friday, Daryl. We'll see you tomorrow. You like drama? We're gonna give you. We're gonna make you the topic tomorrow. Tomorrow it's gonna be Daryl's Friday. Come on in the room. We're gonna talk about how Daryl like it tomorrow. Drama Daryl Friday. How about that? See you tomorrow. But you guys, thank you guys for coming on tonight. We was just talking about those red flags. Making sure you matter, making sure you don't pretend, making sure good night means good night, thank you, making sure you don't lose yourself in the mix. Because like we said last night, you loving someone and the sex isn't good, do you step out? If you loving that person, you shouldn't step out. You should always communicate. The night before we were talking about when you know better, you should do better. Absolutely. Knowing better is doing better. So I think we should always, Daryl, this is the game you give them. So when I surprise them, I know that's right. Surprise them. Can you surprise me? I'm looking forward to be surprised. You surprising me? But everybody, thank you so much again for y'all tuning in. Y'all know that I try to always encourage somebody. It may not be as popular as people like Daryl. But I appreciate Daryl for being here because Daryl don't know what him being here tonight mattered. And I appreciate him being here with me. So, with that being said, thank everyone for being here. Just if it ain't but two, they say with 2 and 3 touch and agree, he'll be in the midst. So I'm already blessed. Um, thank you. I love you guys. I love you guys more than you know. Keep each other encouraged. Every day matters. You matter, I matter. Um, I was gonna say I'm gonna keep that to myself too. But anyway, I don't know if my mom. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that to myself. But thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow. 9. I'm hoping it'll be done by 9 because I know it starts at 6. 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Meet me here. Peace, you guys. Good night. Love and blessings to everyone. Peace.